Okay, so we're back with more Destiny's Princess, Masamune's route, shot in the dark now. Oh, I actually recorded this episode a second ago, and I wasn't recording my audio! I'm so mad, now I have to read it again. But my jaw is very clicky. Well, at least that warmed up my voice, I guess, but my jaw is very clicky, and I can't get rid of it. So, I don't know, I guess I'll record a couple episodes tonight, and my jaw will be clicky, clicky, clicking. And hopefully it'll be better soon. And you can still hear Mom walking around up there because it's still kind of early. Almost 10:30. Alright, so shot in the dark. You must die, Masamune. The words I'd heard were enough to disrupt my calm attitude. Hanbei, what exactly is that supposed to mean? I flew into the room, and the two of them were astonished as they looked at me. Princess. Well, well. Hanbei was sitting up in his futon. He quickly calmed down and gently bowed his head. I am greatly obliged to you, Princess, for coming to see me so quickly. But did you come because you were worried about my health? Well, yeah, as far as I know, you were the only one here. Or were you worried about Masamune's well-being? How was I supposed to know Masamune would be here? Hanbei had a composed expression as he spoke his bitter and sarcastic words. Are you jealous, Hanbei? I'm sorry for disturbing you. It's fine. I got some entertainment out of it. Well, I'm glad somebody's having fun. Hanbei fixed his posture. Just in case, let me add to that what I'd said. Masamune doesn't actually have to die. That's not what you said. You worded it the other way. We were just talking about how this dangerous plan must succeed. Hanbei smiled and looked at Masamune. Masamune, you must follow my plan. That would be the best option for the princess as well. For me? Masamune was his same old composed self and nodded as I stood in front of him, tilting my head. I would have agreed even if Princess wasn't involved. Oh, that was his sigh, sorry. Hanbei stared at Masamune and sluggishly opened his mouth once again. From the start, you shouldn't expect any aid. It will be knocking on death's door, got it? As you can see, I have horrible luck. Don't worry about me. Masamune was full of confidence as usual. Hanbei quietly bowed his head. I am indebted to you. You know, this version of Masamune is definitely a lot more calm and quiet than the version we've seen in a lot of other things, haven't we? All I could do was watch them. I couldn't butt into their conversation. Well, why not? We already did once. Masamune had decided upon a grave matter right before my eyes, but it wasn't only grave for him. It involved me as well. I dragged them into this war, so I couldn't butt in. That was how it is. Well then, I'll go prepare. Masamune stood up without showing any sign of fighting back. I didn't say anything and he left. I shall... Oh, where's that walkthrough? Eee! Why did my window do something weird? Okay. I shall... Don't go after him. That's proper English. I looked at the door Masamune had gone out of. I couldn't stand up, nor could I go after him. More importantly, do you know what our true enemy is, Princess? Yes, because I played other routes before you. I replied to his question. Our true enemy? Are you talking about the leader of the demons? Yes. Do you remember someone named Rokaku Takayori? Yes, very well. I nodded. I killed him myself once, in fact. Everyone in the household had known his name. He wasn't the final head of the Rokaku clan. This nation's late... Oh, he was. Sorry. I can't read tonight. He was the final head of the Rokaku clan, this nation's late archenemy. But what does that have to do with Rokaku Takayori? What if I told you he'd summon those demons from the underworld? Huh? I looked at Hanbei dumbfounded. That can't be. Takayori should have died a long time ago. I heard the Rokaku clan had fallen as well. Apparently, Takayori held a deep grudge against this household. At the cost of his life, he chanted a curse until he was mummified and opened a door to hell. And it took 100 years for it to come to actually work. Then upon his death, Takayori wanted to destroy our nation? Yes. Right now I can't tell you the details of how I found this out. through a certain ninja, perhaps?
But if we don't close the door, Takayori it open, the demons will... the demons will...
Hanbei put his hand on his chest, then suddenly started coughing violently. Hanbei, it's okay. It's okay, so just rest. I'm sorry I came here because I'd heard you weren't doing well, and yet... It was deplorable of me. I came here to check up on him, but he overexerted himself for me. I rubbed his back, and Hanbei spoke underneath his gasps.
It's fine, Princess. You are a victim as well.
Huh?
All of your loved ones had died, and now your new loved one is going to confront death.
All of my loved ones had died. That was true. However, it was something no one was supposed to have remembered. Hanbei, why do you... My voice trembled, and Hanbei just smiled at me.
I'd been ill since before I came to this world. Please don't let it bother you.
But why does he remember in this route when he couldn't figure it out in his own route?
If anything, you've given me a place to die. I'm grateful. I'll make sure to protect this country with my final plan.
Hanbei, I'd avoided him. He'd come here as a replacement for my fiancé. I hadn't wanted to marry a complete stranger. I was afraid of being looked at coldly. That was why I felt relieved when he'd asked to act like the engagement hadn't happened. I'd never tried to understand him or his thoughts. I hadn't even known he was sick.
Come here, Sir Takenaka.
Oh, I'm here, Sir Takenaka. Sorry. The doctor called from outside. Hanbei adjusted his collar and looked up at me.
You can go now. There's nothing more I can do for you.
That was my sign to leave. I couldn't say anything more. I went out into the hallway, but Masamune was nowhere to be seen. Yukimura had disappeared as well, so they might have been preparing for battle. Hanbei's final plan, I was sure that meant we were going to have a showdown. And without a doubt, Masamune had been assigned to an important task. I staggered toward the barracks.
I ordered more provisions in the kitchen, so...
The door was open, and Masamune was busy giving orders to his subordinates. I shall call for him. For some reason, it was hard to call for him, but I daringly did it. Masamune, can I come in?
Yeah, you came at just the right time.
He took big strides toward me and spoke to me with his soft eyes.
I'm going to take a short break from training you, but that doesn't mean you can slack off.
Yes, sir, I shall keep practicing. I was about to let this man, my beloved, put his life on the line. He didn't have a single reason to put his life on the line to protect this country. Me, he loves me.
If they get a hold of their real memories, I'm sure they'll want to return home. If they want to go home, there would be nothing else I could do.
I had to tell him that his memories were fake. If I did, then he wouldn't have to risk his life. He could keep living.
What's wrong, Princess?
Masamune was confused and frowned. Masamune, you see...
Masamune, we would like to hear your opinion on a certain matter. Okay, I'll be right there.
Masamune caressed my head as if he was trying to soothe me. Aww.
Sorry, I have to go. Let's talk later.
Okay. That's right, I can't get in his way. There was still some time left. In any case, I needed to calm down and tell him the truth. No matter how lonely I'd feel, I needed to tell him. But if I told him, what would happen to Hanbei's plan? And how do you really know if these guys would be going back to a better place anyway? And we all know these guys are from the Sengoku period and the Warring States, and they all had bad fates, so, you know, it might not really be so great for them to go back to where they were anyway. And this country's future. Hours passed as I continued to be confused. That afternoon, Hanbei had passed away. Once again, and he still has one more time to go. The demons whose numbers had fallen rose again and surrounded the castle. We couldn't call a monk in this situation. All we could do was keep vigil at night. During this time, Masamune and the other commanders quietly prepared for our battle plan. Our final battle. We'd both been busy. We passed by each other 2 nights later. The castle had suddenly become noisy. Most of the military commanders were gathered in the courtyard. The discussion for the battle was about to take place. Amongst the busily working commanders, I found Masamune. In the end, I wasn't able to say it. The inside of my chest hurt. I couldn't repent for my error, and Masamune was going to put himself in danger. Not only Masamune, but Nobunaga, Yukimura, and Kotaro as well. And Hanbei had already died for it. Nobunaga came out on the veranda that connected to the courtyard, smiling as he saw me.
Oh, Princess, it's been a while.
Yeah, you've been a neglectful father. You're going to fight? Is your injury all right now?
Yes, it's nothing to worry about.
He spoke casually. He then put his lips close to my ear.
I'm going on this battle because I don't know why we've been brought to this world.
Nobunaga grinned. That's not a good reason to go to battle. I don't know why we've been brought to this world, so I'll just go fight. You knew? He knew that I'd borrowed the dagger's power to call into this world.
What do you mean?
Don't dodge the question, tell me.
Let me think. More importantly, it doesn't look like you came to see me, Princess. Are you sure you don't need to hurry? This might be your last chance.
But Daddy! Shouldn't I say bye to you too? Nobunaga had pointed his folding fan in Masamune's direction. He was right. There wasn't much time left. I'd come here to see Masamune. Masamune. I went down to the courtyard and called to Masamune. He realized my presence and smiled.
Oh, Princess, did you come to cheer for me?
When I saw him acting like his usual self, my heart ached. I put my hand on his arm and looked up at him. Actually, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, come to think of it, I missed my last time, huh? I missed my chance last time, huh? Sorry I was busy. It's been a while since I've seen your face, Princess.
It's fine. I hung my head, shaking it. We should at least spend the nights together. I tightly grabbed onto his arm. Please be safe. Please come back safely. That was all I wanted now. I wanted to be by his side. I wanted to be with him, but I don't mind if he went to another world as long as he lived on. At any rate, I wanted him to be safe.
Don't worry, I'll come back no matter what.
He put his big hand on my head.
And when I come back, we'll celebrate.
He smiled and departed for the battle. Yukimura had been left in the castle, again.
We're going to lure the demons to the castle, while Father and Masamune take down Takayori.
Yukimura had spoken.
The castle will be in danger with the demons attacking, but only a few have gone with them. Also, we don't know how many demons will be left in Rokaku Kananju Castle.
I see.
Kotaro went on ahead to investigate as well. In any case, Father is surrounded by skilled men.
What is Masamune's role in all of this?
You must die, Masamune.
That was what Hanbei had told him. Please, no! He didn't actually tell him to die, but he wanted him to understand how dangerous it was. Still, he wouldn't say those words half-heartedly.
The party Masamune led had been assigned to go on ahead and open a road toward Rokaku Takayori. Toward Rokaku Takayori.
Yukimura had said he didn't know how many demons were left at Rokaku Kanonji Castle. If that was the case, then Masamune had headed in to die at the center of the enemy's base. Please, somehow stay safe. Day to night. The demons had planned on destroying this nation in one fell swoop. I hid with the other civilians in a room, deep within the castle. We held our breath. The demons had sprung forth with their filthy screams. We then heard something break. Ah! Every time we'd heard a frightening sound, small screams leaked out of the room. Control yourselves, women, you don't want to alert them. One of the frightened handmaids grabbed my sleeve. Princess, go in further. Please, go in a little further. No, I'm going to stay here. Go on into the inner depths. Just like that, I continued to glare at the door. Yeah, take that door. I'm staring you down. When I needed to, I would fight with my bow. That was why I'd been trained by Masamune. I tightly grabbed onto the bow in my hand. A notice only came long into the night. The sound of several footsteps had jumbled together with the whispers. The sound that leaked inside moved back and forth from the room to the outside. They're busy outside. Very true. I wonder what's going on. We had waited, and the vassals guarded us from outside, opened the door and called for me.
Princess, I've come to inform you.
I went into the hallway, and the vassal looked gloomy. What happened?
Actually,
The vassals looked at each other and hesitated. Well, Masamune can't be dead yet because we're not near the end yet. Well, kind of near the end, but not yet. We still have 2 endings to go through.
If you hear this, it may only cause you more worry.
I had a hunch after hearing those words. Something had happened to Masamune. I don't mind, so say it. What happened?
Yes, my lady. Actually, we got word that Masamune's whereabouts are unknown.
Well, it's better than dead. No one knew where Masamune was? Everything before me became dark. Chapter... Okay. Alright, well, I'll see you in the next chapter shortly. I'm gonna hop right over there.